Okay, today in lab we're going to be doing EMG and also dynamometries. So what we're first going to do is show you what everybody in the class will do in regards to dynamometry. You have these dynamometers that are in these little blue boxes, like here. Everybody will do this. You just have to turn it on, wait for it to turn on. We're just going to wait for it to turn on. We're just going to take some time. It needs to make sure it's set on kilograms. What you're going to do is you're going to hold your arm at 90 degrees. You must hold it this way. You're going to squeeze hard as you can, let go, and it's going to record what your grip strength is. You're going to clear it. I can get it to clear. Just hit the start button to clear it, and you'll do the same thing with your opposite arm. So you squeeze hard as you can, let go, and you record it. You'll note that my left hand is weaker than my right, but I'm right-handed. Okay, so everybody will do this. You will record it in your manuals, and then we'll write it up on the board. When you're done with these, you're just going to put them away. The second part of the lab, we're going to use the dynamometers and the EMG for the BioPack computer system. So Dr. Sarkar is going to be our guinea pig. In channel 1, you should have these. These are dynamometers. Some of you may have these ones, okay? Most of you have these ones. When you use this, you're still going to hold your arm the same way as you did before, and you need to hold up here at the top for these ones. The ones here, the wire is going to be coming off at the bottom. You just need to have to squeeze in this area here, okay? So what's going to happen, just going to move that out of the way, you need to first set up your subject. If you notice, Dr. Sarkar has some electrodes on the inside of his forearm. So all he did was made a muscle, and they put a set of electrodes on the inside of his forearm, like so. He placed the red and the white electrodes here. It does not matter. You can put white here and red here. That really doesn't matter. On the back of his arm, on his tricep, he put an electrode and placed the black lead. Okay? So what we're going to be doing is, if you look at the computer screen, we need to go into the right program, and so you will double click on the BSL Lessons 3.7 icon. Of course. Helps if you have the MP36 box on. So we're going to just take a second while the MP36 box is going to wait to come on. It's got to wait. It's thinking. Dead air. Still waiting. All right, there we go. Let's try it one more time. All right, we're going to use lesson 2. Click on lesson 2. Click OK. Type in your file name. Remember the rules for your file name. No symbols, punctuation, or spaces. So we're just going to say EMG. And you're going to have this screen here. Top should say force. That's recording from channel 1, which is where the dynamometer is. The EMG is recording from channel 3. So the calibration is a multi-step process. So you're going to follow the screen prompts, and so what I'm going to do is going to hit calibrate, and it says, if you get this screen, remember, just hit ignore this error message. It says remove any grip force from the hand dynamometer. Just leave it on the tabletop. Okay, so Dr. Sarkar, if you come over here, Dr. Sarkar just led the dynamometer on the tabletop. Okay, the next screen prompt is going to say subject should pick up the hand dynamometer. So Dr. Sarkar is now going to pick it up and hold it like I had stated earlier, elbow bent at 90 degrees. He's not going to squeeze it though. Okay, he's going to click OK. Now if you look at the last screen prompt, when I hit OK, when the subject is going to wait for 2 seconds and then squeeze hard as he can and let's go. Okay, so watch the screen prompt, or the screen. 2 seconds, he's going to squeeze hard as he can, he's going to let go, and then wait for the machine to stop. Now it will calibrate according to his grip strength. So when we get ready to record, what we're going to do is we're going to steadily increase the amount of force that we're going to exert on the dynamometer. So we'll just watch the screen. When we hit record, Dr. Sarkar is going to squeeze just a little bit until he gets to this first gray line. And then he's let go. Then he's going to try to get the next gray line. And then he's going to try to get to the third gray line. He's going to keep trying to go up as high as he can until he cannot get any higher. We're going to give him one more shot. Nope. Okay, so we're going to suspend the recording. So here we're just doing steadily increasing exertion of forces. Later on you'll actually be able to see the EMG. At this point in time you won't. When you get to this point, you need to kind of estimate what your maximum grip strength was. And what our goal is we're going to squeeze that maximum grip strength every single time, and kind of the rate you're going to do is you're going to squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go. Now Dr. Sarkar, as you can watch to see how often he squeezes it, his goal is to try to get to that max grip strength. So we're going about 35. He's going to try squeeze as much as he can until he gets to 35 with not a lot of time in between the squeezing. Now he's going to stop a little earlier than we're going to let you stop. So we'll just watch. So when I hit resume, he's going to squeeze to 35 every single time. I'm going to let him go a little bit. Keep going. You notice he's not getting to 35, but he's not going to give up. He's going to try to get up to that 35 every time. Now we're going to stop. Now, even though you guys are going to continue on. Now here, when it says for the next recording segment, connect the electrodes to the forearm 2, just click OK. We're not going to do that. When you get to this point, you will click stop. It's going to ask you finish with the recordings, and you're going to say yes. When you get here, you're going to have this third recording that we don't need. You need to hide it, but we can't do that until you saved your data. So you have to click done, analyze current data file. What you will do is you will hide that recording by holding the control button down and clicking this little box right here. And what you'll see prior to the marker is what's going to be depicting when we talk about motor unit recruitment. If you notice, as the force goes up, the amplitude of his EMG goes up. You notice after the marker, this is where he was trying to depict muscle fatigue. You guys will go much longer than he does. You'll notice he's trying to go kind of his max force every time, and you kind of notice if you kind of look down here, pretty much starting from here on, the EMG, the amplitude's about the same, but his force is declining. So he's fatigued, but you're going to try to reach marked fatigue. And what you will do is you're going to continue to squeeze until 300 seconds, or we tell you, or pretty much 300 seconds, and then you'll suspend, or you just can't squeeze anymore because you're not going to stop this soon. Okay, so you will follow the instructions, what it tells you in the manual for analyzing this data. Okay, so you'll just follow the instructions after this. And that's it.